Yo, 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 yo! Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Brian Dacus is hanging out with me all day long, all day strong. It's a Friday, people. Friday. So we got Jay Ham coming up here in a little bit. We're going to talk a little NBA action. We'll talk about my man, Luka Doncic. Got to bring him up. My man's got more triple-doubles. He's like on the pantheon of getting triple-doubles. And he's just turned 25 years old this week. Very young man. Team's playing really good. We're going to talk about LeBron James, his 19-point fourth quarter, and maybe is there a little bit of juice up in that junt. Got to talk about this Boston team who's so damn good. We'll talk a little Grizz-nass. Talk about Oklahoma City and Shea. Can this team be real in the West, or do they just not, they don't defend as well? Like blah, blah, blah. If it's NBA between 11:30 and 12, we going to talk about it. Me and Dacus in the first segment are probably going to talk a little college basketball. We're definitely going to talk about what we saw last night by the University of Memphis. Tigers straight whipped that tail. They punched the Pirates in their good eye and said, man, how you like me now? It was an absolute beatdown. Tigers, the last 3 games have looked really damn good, especially like if you look at their last 2 games. 82-58 was the final as the Tigers dropped East Carolina. David Jones does David Jones things. 18 points, 10 boards, 3 steals. Man, Memphis is absolutely rolling. In a minute, we're going to talk a bit about Naquan Tomlin, Malcolm Dandridge, this team going forward, and just so much more. But let's just be very, very happy. Tigers right now, who had that horrible 4-game losing stretch, have now put 3 together as they drop Charlotte, FAU, East Carolina. 2 games remain. Andy Kennedy and the UAB Blazers, and FAU, the Owls. I'm an owl. Hoo. And Dusty May's weird self. That's the last game of the year. That'll be on the 9th. And, oh my goodness, March is here. By the way, it is now the first day of March. The madness is starting to set in. I'm kind of feeling it. I've been putting in that work. Been watching basketball games more and more than you can even imagine. I didn't even watch the ladies. Man, you had LSU women on last night playing a little Georgia action. No, I couldn't take care of it. Couldn't even put my financial self in front because I love gambling on women's basketball. I'm good at reading women. I'm good at reading women's basketball, baby. Been making bank. But I got to get it ready for filling out my bracket. I got to get ready for March. We got some NFL notes. The Underwear Olympics started yesterday. It didn't just happen. Like they started. A lot of stuff from the Underwear Olympics that we'll get to. And we got some big defensive ends out of Penn State who can absolutely run like you would not freaking believe. And I mean like the fastest 10 yards, the fastest jump ever happened at the Combine. And we had a dude who was running, and if you know who Chop Robinson, it's Penn State's defensive end. My man is 6'3", 200, and oh God, what did he weigh? I got it right here. He's 6'3", 264 pounds. He ran an insane 40. He ran a 4.49. He ran a 4.40. He is 6'3", 264 defensive end. But here's what's so impressive. His 10-yard split for Chop Robinson was a 1.54. That's the get-off. That's the fastest ever for an edge rusher over 250 pounds at the NFL Combine in NFL history. So this dude is just skyrocketing up boards. You come around the edge that fast, there's going to be some quarterbacks who are weak in the knees, and there's some left and right tackles around the country who are saying, damn, that boy be fast. So we got all kinds of goodies to get to. Plus MLB baseball, my man. You know Olivia Dunn's boyfriend, Mr. Bryant Dacus?
I think the person you're about to call me is listening right now, though, so you could say it.
Shout out Jay Morgan. Jay, I need to talk to you, by the way, bro. I got a shorty league. Are you 6'2" or taller? Like, if you're 6'2" or shorter, I'm saying. I'm just saying, are you 6'2" or is he taller? Because if he's taller than 6'2", because I want him on my team.
What if he's 6'1"?
Well, that's perfect. Anybody? That's perfect. But anyway.
But yes, Paul Skeens pitched yesterday. I was listening to it. Wow.
102 yesterday he hit.
He did. So we had...
Bro, if you're the Pirates, I don't give a damn he's a rookie. Bring this man up and get him... I mean, let's bring this dude up. He already threw in rookie ball A and double A last year. He
Yeah.
only threw 7 innings.
Yeah, they're trying to protect his arm though. He only threw 1 inning yesterday.
Bro, he has got no injury history. He is hitting 102. This is not a kid out of high school. This is a kid who went through the LSU program, played SEC baseball. He is 100%. You watch him
Also played
right
for the
now.
Air Force, TYFYS.
By the way, you watch Paul Skeens, and I can tell you right now, this dude is major league ready. It is not just the fact that he tipped 102. It's how smooth and fluid he is. He hits his spots, and my goodness, his secondary pitches are freaking filthy. I mean, Spencer Strider had over 250 strikeouts last year. Throw in 2 pitches, a fastball and a slider. That's it. By the way, Spencer Strider pitched yesterday. Quadzilla was in full force. And did you know that he actually now has a third pitch? He's developed a curveball.
Good for him.
Bro, this dude with 3 pitches is going to be filthy. Watch out for Spencer Strider. But we're going to talk a little bit of baseball, man. We got all kinds of good stuff going on. But first and foremost, let's start with our Memphis Tigers. And, you know, I love listening to all the shows here at Sports 56, from the mornings with Greg and Eli to Wolo to, of course, the afternoon with Dacus and Brett. But today, I was listening to Dacus, and I just totally disagreed with him. And shocker, talking about how, you know, the announcers last night, and of course I was watching this with my good buddy Matt. Me and Matt, and I don't usually haven't brought this much to air. I have a disdain for Malcolm Dandridge. I can't
No,
stand
you brought
him.
it up before.
Oh, I have brought it up.
Oh, you have.
I can't stand him. His body language sucks. He's selfish. He came in out of shape every damn year. He didn't even want to be here this year. And yes, he's having his best year. And does Jordan Brown suck? Yes, he does. So is he better than Jordan Brown? Yes. But I still feel like this team is better without him because his head, he's more of, to me, a negative than a positive. And as much as you can talk about his body and how well he's played this year, I can't forgive him for pushing Kendrick Davis last year against FAU and ruining our season. Like, I can't do it. And by the way, he would have gone anywhere else, but nobody wanted him, so he came back. And then he cheated.
He did. Well, supposedly, John. We don't know.
I mean, no.
We don't have the facts. It's
Hey,
still
man,
an investigation.
I don't need facts. I need my eyeballs, and I'm just telling you, this team with him off the court. And people are wondering, and I don't think I've said this. People are like, man, Naquan Tomlin, when he came to the team, it seems like everything went south. And you want to know what's south? Malcolm Dandridge and Naquan play the same damn position. I bet he went pouty baby, putting things all in his ear, chirping like a little bird. What's he here? Dude, I'm just saying, I don't have, it's called reckless speculation, but it ain't all that reckless. He's Malcolm Dandridge. When is he not pouting and whining and chirping and talking and putting negative just things out there in the world, bro? Like, I'm glad he's not. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. 901-360-8255. Let me know what you think. If I'm being overly harsh, I'm just being honest with how I feel. I watched Naquan Tomlin 10 times better than Malco. Now, is Malcolm better than Jordan Brown? Absolutely. Could he help this team? Yes. On the court, if you're just graded by what you do on the court. Yes. But, you know, he was on the court last year helping out the team until then on the sideline he goes off on Kendrick Davis and completely takes the Tigers out of where they're at. He also, like, he is pouty. He sits on the bench and he just doesn't look like he's ever interested, and he's always concerned about, it seems like, one person, and that's Malcolm. Yes, he has 5 fouls. Yes, he is 6'10" and like 250 pounds and big. But, man, I don't know. I just feel like this team is starting to absolutely 100% play for each other. Jaquan Walton, David Jones. Hell, Javon Quinterly can't guard nobody, but damn it, man, when he's got the ball in his hand, he's got good vision. He's starting to make good passes. Like yesterday, did you not think that they shared the basketball better than they have almost even all season long?
Thought they played really well, yeah.
I mean, I thought they played great. It looked great against FAU. What's a common denominator?
They also looked great against Charlotte. I mean, what?
They didn't look great. They looked good.
No, they looked really good against Charlotte.
I mean, they look good, yeah. You can say that Charlotte looked like a bunch of bums that day. They couldn't hit a shot to save their damn life. Wasn't because Malcolm was out there. Nothing.
Right. That's what throws a wrench into your argument. Is they look great against
Well,
FAU.
you know what?
Against...
When they lost all those games, Malcolm was out there, wasn't he?
All right.
All right. Hey,
so is everybody else, though.
hey,
I mean...
No, man. Dude, I'm just telling you, I believe it's addition by subtraction. You take away somebody who is a pain in your ass in the locker room, who just... Like, you've never played on a team where you had this guy who was really awesome, but all he did was walk around and bitch and complain, and it brings everybody down. You've never been, I mean, because I know I've been around those people, can't stand them. Like, this ain't the Bad News Bears, bro. Malcolm ain't Kelly. Kelly was the best player on the Bad News Bears, and boy, did he have a bad attitude. They had to rein him in. Man, Malcolm's been here so long, he just ain't ever been reined in. And it's not like Penny's going to do it. And still, and I also can't forgive Malcolm Dandridge for making me want to vomit watching the Tigers one time when he's doing 90 feet with somebody on TV. And he's like, so what's your favorite thing about Penny Hardaway? Favorite thing about Penny Hardaway? You can say anything you want. And what comes out your damn mouth is, he lets us do whatever we want on offense as long as we play defense. You trying to make the coach look dumb? You trying to make the program look dumb? Or you just dumb? By the way, here's how bad. Here's Malcolm's future. And let me just prove that he's a cancer and a pain in the ass. I'm looking in my crystal ball. I'm Miss Chloe. Oh, yeah, I can see it right now. Man, when he's driving all them kids to school in the school bus, they're going to hate him because he's in the a-hole just like he is now, and he always will be. He just done. I don't know, man. 901-360-8255. Let me know what you think. Am I overly harsh? I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass on a Friday. I'm in a great mood. Tigers won. I feel good. I'm looking forward to UAB. I'm excited about the UAB game. If they get past Andy Kennedy and exact revenge on the Blazers, boy, will I be fired up for little FAU to close out this season. I mean, if everything goes well, they could be literally going into the tournament rolling on a high that we haven't seen in a while. And right now, let's be honest. The last couple games, they're playing some of their best basketball they've played all season. And they really are. And I know it drives people crazy with Penny Hardaway teams. But you know what? They always are better in late February and March, aren't they? And damn it, they're finally starting to round out. And, I mean, like, dude, like Cooper, Mr. Coop, hanging with Mr. Cooper, Joe out there. And I know you're not a big Joe fan, right?
I've never said that.
Dude,
I've never said that.
You've never said it on air.
I've never spoken a word about Joe Cooper.
Every time I've mentioned Joe Cooper, your face is like this.
That.
Like, you almost look like you wanted to vomit when I mentioned his name just now.
No.
I was looking at you.
Nah, I've never said that. I don't know what you're talking about, John.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm just saying, like, Coop, you think he's got, like, he's not as talented as some people, but damn it, you know what? At least he goes out there and tries and hustles. Hit a little shot, had a nice little assist. Gave my man a little
bit of a
break.
Got an assist for losing the ball, and it bounced off a player and landed in another player's hands.
It was still awesome.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Not really, but I was screaming at him a few times because when he turned the ball over a couple times, I was like, get him out the damn game.
Oh, right.
And then Ashton was in there, and he looked terrible, and then he hit that 1-3. And, like, my buddy was like, oh, my God, see, that's why he's in there. I'm like, yeah, he looks like a dude who can't run, play defense, guard anybody, or know what the hell he's doing. Get him off the court. 5 minutes was way too much last night. But aside from that, Jaquan Walton.
I was about to say, John, for somebody who said that they're excited about the Tigers,
I'm still not happy. Hey, I'm not happy with people trying to say that they miss Malcolm because I think we're addition by subtracting. I am not happy whenever I see Ashton Hardaway because he does not belong on the court right now. He's the least athletic, slowest, scaredest person that goes on the court. Can he shoot a three if he's wide open? Damn right. He can shoot a three when he's wide open, but if there's anybody around him, did you see the air ball that he threw up?
I did.
Did you see the crap defense that he played? Yeah. Don't play him. Jaquan Walton, though, my man is balling out, playing great defense. Javon Quinterly, seeing the court, dropped 7 dimes last night. Still, for some reason, JQ, who had those 2-game winners from downtown and was hitting threes earlier, his three-point stroke is a little bit broken. Hopefully we can get that fixed going into the AAC tournament. Need that. And Nick Jourdain, by the way, did you hear he's coming back?
I did.
That's
Dave
the best news of the day.
Scoops Woloshyn got the scoop last night. That was huge.
Yes, he did. And thank you very much, Mr. Woloshyn. By the way, I got to say, Dave is probably, when the games are over, I always listen to Dave's post game. Him talk to the players.
Good for you, real friend.
No, it's because he's good.
Oh.
I love Dave as a friend. What I'm just saying is, because what they're saying on TV or whatever the hell, I don't care to listen to that. I always want to listen to what Wolo's talking about. They just tear it up again. So make sure you give Wolo a listen. But Jourdain's coming back, and Jourdain looked great last night. Looked great. David Jones is David Jones. I mean, I don't understand. He's a Euro champ. He's a Euro step champ. I don't know how people do that because I can't Euro step with nobody around me. That looks just difficult. And this dude just makes shots. Gets fouled, gets to the free throw line. He's doing it all. It's just amazing. And then Naquan Tomlin. It's amazing what he's done the last 2 games without no Malco out there taking his damn minutes. 20 points, 5 boards, 2 blocks, doing his business. By the way, let's see. Hold on. What did he do against FAU? Oh, that was 21 points. 8 boards, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Get the man the minutes. Naquan Tomlin is doing his thing. I like our starting 5. I do not like our bench. But that starting 5 is nasty. When they play well, they can make some noise. But again, 901-360-8255. Am I being too mean to Malco? What do you think, Dakis? I almost called you David for some reason.
I just think, John, that you're not a big fan of Malcolm Dandridge, and that's okay.
Before this year, was he ever any good? And I don't mean, was he any good?
That's not, I don't know if that's fair.
What do you mean he wasn't any good? The fact was he was not any good.
Pretty much his entire
was he
career.
ever good before this year on the court? The answer is no. Okay. He was handsier than you in a strip club. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if you've ever been to a strip club. Have you ever been to a strip club?
I've not.
How old are you?
I am 23.
Man, bro. It's amazing how people walk different paths.
It is, John. It is. And I think about that every single day when I hear you talk.
Oh, thank you. I think, right?
Yeah, very good compliment.
Oh, thank you. But, damn, I forgot because now I was thinking about all the damn strip clubs that I've been to that I've got off the top of my head. But what was I talking about?
I don't know, John. I think you were moving on to a different game outside of the Tigers and the East Carolina last night.
Well, I guess I'm moving on. But anyway, let me know what you think about Malcolm. I've never been his biggest fan. And again, like I said, how am I going to ever forgive somebody who shoves little Kendrick Davis? Dude's got nothing but heart, loves the Tigers, still loves the Tigers. Don't be pushing somebody who's like one of my superheroes. Speaking of superheroes, did you hear what Kanye West said the other day?
I did not.
I just can't believe it. He called himself a superhero. He had a mask on, though.
Interesting. Did you listen to his newest album?
No, I don't know his albums, man.
Trash. It was really bad.
I ain't listening to no albums. But I will tell you one thing. Last night in basketball, there was some crazy stuff. Did you see the Zags? Did you stay up late enough to watch the San Francisco game?
I watched it until it was like a 20-point game.
What a first half.
Yeah.
What a first half. I was really starting to believe in this San Francisco team. For Gonzaga.
That's right.
Dude, that Nembhard kid is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They came out there and the second half was a bludgeoning. San Francisco didn't look like they belonged on the court. And this is the Zags' first quad one win? That's what the announcers were saying, and I'm like, how is that even possible?
I think yes, but I think technically no.
Well, they've lost it. They're only 2. They lost to UConn twice.
That was their second quad one win. I thought that was their second.
Didn't they beat Kentucky this year?
They beat Kentucky on the road. That was a quad one win.
Okay, so they only had one quad one win going into it. What they
right?
Okay, I think the man misspoke during the game.
Probably.
They gotta have a quad one win for the selection committee.
Well, certainly another one helps.
And then maybe that's what he meant. But I was like, damn, man, I didn't know that they didn't play that, but. They went out there in the second half and destroyed San Francisco, and I don't understand why San Francisco – I know that San Francisco moved this from their gym because they wanted to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't that favor the Zags?
I mean, great point by you. Me and my brother were talking about that last
Like,
night.
I ain't
San
giving up
Francisco
my
should
home
play
court.
that at home, yeah.
Yeah, I know, like, hey, man, money's important and stuff, but what about that dub?
Memphis is playing San Francisco next year at the Chase Center. So, you'll see that next year.
Nice.
Yeah, that's when the Tigers are on the way to Maui.
On the way to Maui. Do you know Maui Wowie was a real popular strain in the late 90s?
Interesting. I was talking about the Maui Invitational.
I was talking about hippie lettuce.
Uh-huh.
It's Friday, bro.
Sure is.
It is a Friday. Washington State came back and ripped USC's heart out last night, late game too as well. This Washington State team, who's ranked, I think, 19th right now, like USC is a terrible basketball team. Like, terrible. They're, what, 5-6 games under 500?
Yeah.
Like, they just got to double-digit wins, I feel like, in the last week. Like, they are terrible. Washington State's at home. They're a 6.5-point favorite. USC is winning the whole game. I thought USC was going to win that junk for sure, 100%. And then Washington just decided, I guess, to wake up. And the last few, 2 minutes of the ball game started raining three-pointers and playing defense because it looked like a team that was so disinterested in the basketball game, it wasn't funny. You give up 40 points in the first half to USC, you're terrible. And I saw a lot of bad defense last night. I really did. I mean, watching the Marquette team play and seeing the way that they play defense this week, seeing Houston play, the way that they attack the defensive side of the ball, and I'm just like watching some of the basketball last night, and I'm like, damn, this is just some terrible action. Was not great. Well, Friday's slate's not any better. We don't have a whole lot of hoops.
Speak for yourself.
What are you into? Who are you into? I mean, Utah State, I'm never going to watch again.
We've got the last night of the A-Sun before their conference tournament starts. So we've got A-Sun action all night. Northern Alabama, Lipscomb, Austin Peay, a team that Memphis beat earlier this season. I mean, come on. Eastern Kentucky, who currently leads that conference. It's going to be a great night.
Well, it's not Saturday. Saturday's
certainly
got some nasty games, and I'm sorry, Tennessee, Alabama in Tuscaloosa. I'm looking forward to that bad boy. I really am. Now I also want to see Gonzaga. They play St. Mary's.
That's right.
That game. That's another big game this week. Mississippi State, who has got wins over Kentucky and Tennessee this year. Who, by the way, the Mississippi schools have had a terrible week in basketball, both of them. Ole Miss, Mississippi State. They need to win bad. They need to stay on the right side of the bubble. They play Auburn on the road, but Auburn's coming off a tough loss against Tennessee. Like that seems like that's going to be a hard-fought win for the Auburn Tigers. I can't wait to look at that bad boy. Marquette plays Creighton. And you know how much I love Shaka Smart. You know how much I love the way that they play defense. I like the way Tyler Kolek gets up and down. Marquette, best passing team in all of basketball, bro. And they're playing Creighton. I think that's going to be a great game. Dougie McDermott's kids can shoot. You know that? They can flat out score. So we got a great weekend in basketball. We're going to talk more hoops on the other side. Talk a lot of NBA with the historian Jay Ham on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park, we got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned way?
Man, we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand-dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good, you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Brian Dacus in the house. What's up, J-Ham? He's in the hizzy, too.
I got to give you a shout-out for a couple things that you was going off on in the first segment.
Uh-oh.
First off, shout out to the Kelly Leak reference. Dacus is too young to understand Kelly Leak.
He didn't even know what I was talking about. You never watched the Bad News Bears?
What'd you say?
Kelly Leak.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Bad News Bears.
The original.
The OG.
Yeah, no, I've seen the real one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the second one when they played in the Houston Astrodome?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Kelly was like 14, but he commandeered a van and took the whole team from California to
No,
Houston.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That's the best one.
I'm going to have to watch it this weekend now.
Bad News Bears and Breaking Training. That's the best one of all of them.
I'm going to check it out this weekend.
Thank you. That is beautiful. I appreciate
Kelly was hitting like 800
Wow.
in Little League.
Dude.
Smoking cigarettes, riding dirt bikes.
Like, they wouldn't even put that on TV today. My man was riding a dirt bike, smoking heaters, hitting on MILFs. Like, yo, they're dropping off kids. He's the same age. He's like, hey, babe, what's up?
Kelly Leak was like my idol as a kid.
I love that kid, too. Oh, man. I miss the good old days. You know what's so funny, though, by the way? This is what Blake Dacus would have his mind blown. I remember when I was probably 10 years old, and I would run down the street to the store and get my mom and dad Winston's because that's what they smoked back then.
Yeah, we were allowed to do such.
And they were like, and then the person behind, they were like, oh. I'm like, yeah, my parents need 2 packs of Winston's. You know.
Especially if they knew you.
Yeah, like, oh,
and
yeah,
they
I mean,
see you
did
come in with your parents.
all the time, all the time. Like, yeah, today, I'm old as hell. I try to go in there, and I'm not going to say this. There's a person I know that I sometimes have to buy cigarettes for. That person doesn't like people to know that they smoke, which is hilarious. But when I go in there and buy those cigarettes, I'm got a gray-ass beard.
They still card you.
Not usually. Not hardly ever, to be honest with you, because I'm at that age. But one time, there's this little bitty guy who would look to be like 19, 20 years old. And he's like, can I see your ID? And I was like, oh, bro, I literally walked over here. And
From where you live, I can understand.
you know where I live.
Right.
So I walk across the street, and dude made me walk back to go get my damn ID. I was like, Holmes, I could be your father. Like, you don't think I got to see it. I'm like, damn, bro, this is ridiculous. I was like, I was buying cigarettes since I was 10 years old.
Right. Like,
Probably the kid's first job, and you're harassing him because he needs to see your ID.
Because he's trying to follow.
I didn't harass him. No, I'm not. I wasn't crazy. Whoa, don't ever. We just had an earthquake. No, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not the person who's a complete a-hole. I looked at him and I said, I was like, you really need my ID? I was like, man, I will go across the street and get it. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, I am old enough to be your dad. And he's like, oh, could you do that? I'm like, all right. So I do it. I begrudgingly did it. It was all right. I need a little extra exercise, I guess. But now we're going to talk a little bit about some Memphis Tigers. And I don't know if you heard in the very first segment, I didn't mean to go completely let my feelings be known about Malcolm Dandridge.
You're a lie, John. You caught me with that same heat in the parking lot. And I didn't know what the hell you was talking about. Until you got to like the third sentence, I'm like, oh. It's like...
I am, and again, it's not, I mean, he might be a great person. I have a feeling, and truthfully, I don't know if you heard this, like, let's just pretend, like, when we grow up and we rode the bus. You know how you had cool bus drivers, and then you had bus drivers that you just hated.
Everybody
because they
was not like Otto on The Simpsons.
Yes, no, they were not. They were complete. like I had this one that was so damn mean, and I imagine Malcolm Dandridge as being my mean ass school bus teacher. Like, he's that type of dude. He just is always in a bad mood. He's always chirping at negative stuff. He just feels like instead of being a solution on the court, he's a cancer in the locker room.
I feel like...
Damn, that was deep. What kind of lettuce did I smoke this morning? I felt pretty deep there.
Speaking of, you mentioned Maui Wowie. That was like my pop. That was my pop's favorite strand too. So just had to bring that up.
Good old dude.
But I think, like, I don't know how accurate what you're saying is.
Oh, I know. That's true. Like, we don't 100% know.
If it was accuracy to it, I can make sense of why your rant is why your rant.
Well, I can tell you, he was an a-hole last year in the locker room because everybody said he was, and you saw his explosion on the sideline against FAU in the NCAA tournament, and him getting into it with Kendrick on the sideline. I still have never forgiven him for that because at that moment that happened, I wanted to strangle him.
I forgot about that until you mentioned it, to be honest.
Oh, I can't forget about it. I have nightmares about that.
But then
Penny throwing the water bottle when the game's over.
I got to take myself out of the loop of Memphis basketball, Tiger basketball, for this very reason, because y'all be going off, yo.
Yeah, we emotional, bro. We emotional.
Y'all be going
You know
off.
what? Let me tell you something. It's kind of like, when you're young, like the Tigers in this city is like your first love. Like, you just don't know how to deal with it, and you're so emotional. Have you ever seen, like, when you got your first little love, y'all only probably went out for a week, but you were in love with her.
I get it, but here's where that stopped for me. 27 years ago, around about this time, with the way that they did Larry Finch, I never liked it. Also, but I still rooted. I still root for the kids on the court. I still root for I want to see it happen for the town. The John Calipari era was funny to me because you had so many that were on point and with whatever it was that we needed to get done to get to where we were trying to get. And you were on board with Cal, but you had so many who really weren't. And it was kind of like, when Cal came, I think it highlighted the unrealistic expectations that the city has.
First, yeah.
Not just the expectations, but also who they are as a program. The fan base likes to carry. I'm going to say it on Memphis radio because I'm a Memphis cat. It's just what it is. The fan base will carry this mentality almost like they're a blue blood power program.
Damn right.
But they don't have nothing to stand on.
If Bill Walton wouldn't have damn torched the Tigers, and if John Calipari would have fouled and damn it, not letting him hit the three, oh man, Mario Chalmers hitting that three.
That's why the 08 team is fun to me, because it's like all the ingredients were there. 2:12 to play, and you're up 9.
Yeah, and Cal blew it.
Cal didn't blow a thing.
Boy, he did.
I'm going to tell you what I think on this, and I mentioned this before.
I want to hear this because I'm going to tell you right now, I love this Kentucky basketball team. I think they are absolutely phenomenal. Let's just be real.
I think it came down ultimately where the politics caught up. Because right as you're getting ready to go into the tournament and everybody's got to take that urine sample, and your fall guy,
a little bit of smoking and a little bit of lettuce.
Your fall
BS.
guy end up being the most important person on the squad at that particular week. And I told people that's what's going to happen. I said, you're going to find yourself in the spot where you need Andre Allen.
True, I agree.
Because you're going to
And by the way, can you believe he didn't get to play because of some lettuce?
Give Derek a few minutes rest. You don't want to burn Derek out. You mentioned, well, somebody, I couldn't remember who we were talking about. It was about Donnell Mack, Willie Kemp, and those guys. They were cool. But Andre Allen was the real engine on that, because with that second unit, he kept everything stable.
Andre Turner.
He kept all of it stable. So when you don't have Dre there, you're going to have to blow people out like you blew out UCLA. The thing with that Kansas team is that they had just as many pros as you did, and they were deeper to a man. And pound for pound, from a coaching standpoint, they had the edge there too. Both coaches are Hall of Fame coaches, so it makes sense. Bill Self was a better developer and XO guy. Like I said, he had a bunch of hitters on his squad too. And that's all that it was. And then ultimately, when John decided to take his dream job, it kind of re-exposed the city again. You're a stepping stone. He elevated you. You really didn't have an answer as far as head coaching when you wanted to go.
You know what? When I look in the
that.
mirror, I want you to say the same thing to me that I say, damn, that's a 10 walking by right there. Every time I walk by a mirror, that's what I say. That's what I need you to say about this Memphis Tiger program. Don't be telling me they a stepping stone. No, that is the reality. And you know what? Reality is sometimes difficult to deal with.
It also, especially in this day and age, though, is really about what coach makes the job, too. They can elevate that into becoming something else. It's kind of like what Thad Matta did with Xavier. And then Sean Miller took over. They still was at a good standard. Sean Miller's back. They back at that, acceptable standard of being a quality program. Granted, he's had his history, elsewhere in Arizona that wasn't always good. But it's really what it makes of it. And so when it comes down to Tiger basketball, and I hear people say this all the time, especially those who are like the detractors, well, them boys don't really respect Penny. If you playing basketball in this city, how can you not respect that icon?
It's a good point.
That don't make sense. It's some people that's rooting for that to fail, but then, okay, when it fails, what's your next move?
Well, man, here's the thing.
You can't call Scott Drew like you did in 2009 to try to lead a Big 12 to come to, at the time, Conference USA because you think you have a bigger profile in your Memphis. And he's at Baylor. He's seeing Kansas twice a year, minimum. Texas twice a year, minimum. He's in a Power 5 league that's drawing the money. You actually want Memphis to be where he's at. So if you let go of Penny, what's your next move?
Well, I do understand. I don't know what the move is, and I appreciate everything that Penny has done, and he's he's a superhero who's trying to help out the city. He came in there a time when everything was falling apart.
It's like
he is learning on the job. Again, yes, he played in the NBA. Yes, he played college basketball. Yes, he was a superstar.
Absolutely.
Coaching basketball. He was still just a high school
learning
coach.
on the job.
Learning on the job, and he's done some things that a lot of people probably don't even realize. I saw, was it Frank Murtaugh? Is that who I'm trying to think of? My man, Dacus. Frank Murtaugh. You know what I'm talking about, Dacus? It is Frank Murtaugh. Penny, by the way, did you know?
I thought Frank Murtaugh was the dude off Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, dude, that is.
Thought that was Danny Glover.
I'm trying to think, man, didn't Frank Murtaugh join you and Brett at one point? Or was he with Dave back in the day? Anyway, point is, he mentioned and put it out there that Penny Hardaway is only the second Memphis coach to post 6 straight 20-winning seasons. Cal had 9 of them. Dana Kirk didn't do it. Larry Finch didn't do it. Josh Pastner sure as hell didn't do it.
And even with Josh,
So yes, I do get what you're saying about him, and it's hard to get rid of your heroes. But I can tell you that every single year there is coaching turnover.
oh yeah,
And it drives me crazy. And I'm not talking about just a little bit. Every single year, there's no continuity. I have seen many, many mistakes. Like this year, his rotations and him just subbing in people in and out 30 seconds into a damn game, and like there's no method to his madness. Again, that makes me crazy because I will watch teams like Marquette, or I'll watch teams that have an actual plan and they're implementing something to improve on your team. When you are when you're in the middle of February and you don't know who your starting five is by February after 20 games in, or you don't know your rotations by then, that's when it does give me a pause and say, I love you, Penny. Thank you.
It's
but damn it,
reflective of the
listen to
coach.
some of you. No, Penny, I'm saying listen to some of your assistants that you've had. You had
It's-
Larry Brown.
it's reflective of the coach, but it always is going to come back to what those dudes do on the floor. If they were 8 years old, I can understand that standard a little bit more as far as the manipulation and control and this, that, and the other. But right now, you're in a culture of basketball where the players really run the roost. Even in college basketball, where it's the coach's game more so than anything. Now it's kind of really becoming about the players running the roost. I think he knows that. This is why you have that response, which didn't come off properly the way Malcolm stated it, but he's basically saying he's allowing us
You
to
have
have
know.
that trust on the floor offensively as long as we defend.
Okay, well, you have to know as a human being, if you are speaking about your coach and you say this on national television at any time in the world, you're making your coach look absolutely stupid by stating.
This is why media training and things of that nature
because
are vital.
What do you like? You have, the question was so simple. What do you like about Penny Hardaway? Oh, I like how he's. You can say
Ask me that same
anything
question
in the world.
and I'm gonna give you that same answer. Like, he gives us the trust on offense to play our game as long as we bust our ass on defense.
I don't care if you say
That comes out better though, right?
Yeah, it comes off 20 times better. I don't care if he says, I love Penny because he loves us. I don't care if he throws out anything. But this one statement for Tiger fans.
I get you.
I love Penny because he doesn't make us do anything but
Yeah,
what
but this
we
is why
wanna
you
do
get
on
comments from
offense.
fans that said them boys don't respect Penny. I can get what you're saying.
It
with
makes
that.
me nuts,
And
man.
you'll hear that comment, and you're like, "This is what they're talking about." This is kind of like you don't because you don't see the respect in that. But I have a different perception of it. But I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But I totally get what you're saying.
One other thing, by the way, and I'm just interrupting you to steal this because a texter came in just now and he's a genius. He said, John Hart, he said, you're 100% spot on, Mr. Radio. I love this guy already. And he said, let's not forget how he didn't hustle at all against Gonzaga. Thank you, sir, because I'd put that nightmare out of my head. That was a terrible second half.
Tournament game?
Yep. I mean, and like, dude,
That's when the other Nemhard brother killed us.
Yes, that's when his brother killed out. And that's when Drew Timme had the worst first half he's ever had in his career and then came out and went ham on us in the second half.
He showed you why he was an All-American.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking all kinds of trash that first half about Timmy. I was the most annoying,
He was
obnoxious
in his
person in the
12th
world.
season as a junior that year, too. So
No kidding. No kidding.
But it's just one of those things, man, where I think as a city, we have that. The pride is what really brings that out. Because we know we got hoopers. We love hoops in this city. It's Hoop City. It's basketball town. It's always we like football. We rock with football, but it's always we grew up in that era where it was Tiger hoops.
Bro, Elliot Perry
and Jerry Lawler
was part of life.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like it was, EP was everywhere.
Right. We didn't have that NBA
I wore my
buffer.
socks high because
wore the
of
socks
Elliot
high. We was at the Mid-South Coliseum. We doing the whole the Coliseum, not even the pyramid.
Man, Elliot Perry and the Zippin' Pippin.
So
two
we
of my
get
favorite
where
things
that
when I was a kid.
pride. We get where that pride comes from.
Oh,
though,
and
you
Adventure
know?
River, man.
You see what I'm saying?
First girl I ever made out with was from Adventure River, bro. I'll never forget it, man. We went behind the little tubes, got a little kissy smoochy smooch on. Man, that's some good old days. But we got to take a quick time out, and we are coming back with his story. And it's time to talk a little NBA on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
Getaway Sports Bar, the best kept secret in town, open noon to 1:30 a.m. 7 days a week. Garvin, the owner, created this SEC NFL Dream Bar over 20 years ago. You'll never miss a minute of action. 10 TVs, 5 70-inch TVs for all the big games. Rack them up on 6 pool tables. Coldest beer in town, grab you a pool stick and get you some good bar grub. 100% Angus burgers, big and moist chicken tenders. Daily happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. with long neck domestics, $2.25. Getaway Sports Bar, 4632 Winchester.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Ariat jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Dacus, me and Jay Ham just discussed it. We're going to take you to your first strip club. We are going to get you all up in that business.
Wow. What an honor.
Yeah. I think you're going to have a good time.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
I have a feeling you're going to have a real good time, bro. You ain't going in there with blinders, I can tell you that much. By the way, though, just a little fun thing, just because we were talking about Adventure River and riding the Zippin' Pippin and Elliot Perry, the college. Man, you scared because it was all wood and clankety?
Yeah, and I was afraid that termites was just going to attack.
I don't blame you.
Man, I love that Zippin' Pippin.
I don't think I rode anything at Liberty Land but the water log. That's it. You know, that's about it. I think I shot more jumpers at Liberty Land and everything else. I was trying to win stuffed animals and stuff, man.
Man, I feel you on there, dude. But like reminiscing about the good old days of Memphis. Remember when Memphis, and speaking of strip clubs, had the greatest strip club in the history of the world, the Platinum Plus.
Right up street.
And I was working on Beale back in the day when I was a young fella who went to the club all the time. And there was probably about 6 dancers who were there on a Thursday night, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. and I know them all very well, and we're talking and chatting it up, and I'm right there behind the bar. So like when these dudes kind of walk up on them, and they're like, "Hey, ladies, man, why don't you come out and dance with me, man? Come on, come on, come on." And I can't, of course I can hear it. So then I just stopped by and I walked. I said, "Oh man, bro, this is my fault." I said, "These ladies love to dance. Problem is, I didn't put up any of our poles, so I don't think you're going to get them to dance." And, man, you should have seen them. They busted out laughing, but were also telling me how bad I was. It was great. No poles in the club, man. These girls can't dance.
What a culture, huh?
Man, I grew up. See, I grew up in the good times where your mom dropped you off at 10 a.m. with $2 and picked you up at 6 p.m. from Adventure River. I remember when I just, 8 o'clock in the morning, once we got, done watching our cartoons.
They don't open to 10.
Throw you outside and tell you can't come back home until it's dark. Man,
this is true. That was one of the days.
Our
you couldn't come in and get no water. None of that. You had to use the water hose. That was the way.
That's how we drank.
That's how we drank.
Yeah, don't bring your kids in
there. Or
if
you had a corner store in your neighborhood, you and the crew, y'all would walk up there. See, like in our neighborhood, we would play like the best of 7. We hooping. After game 3, we're going to take a break. We're going to walk to the store. It's probably going to go 6 or 7 because we even matched. And it's one of those type of deals. But back when you can safely walk in a nice huddle, about 8 of y'all go to the store. Ain't nobody stealing nothing. Everybody know the people in the store. It's all good. We might make 2 or 3 trips to the store that one day.
Yep.
Just because we outside all day. Somebody got a few dollars. They going to pretty much treat everybody to a Gatorade. We might split 2 dudes to a Gatorade or whatever the case, but we made it happen. Still cool with all those dudes today. That's the cool part.
Man, that is the cool part. Oh, man, growing up in the city's been pretty fun. We talked a whole lot of Memphis basketball. They look so much better without Malcolm, in my opinion. But, hey, that's my opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinions. By the way, most of them stink, just like all of us have. Never mind. Anyway, the Grizzlies are also another team that we need to talk about. Memphis Grizzlies.
They're favored tonight.
That's what I was going to say. They got 2 back-to-back games against the Trailblazers. They're favored tonight. The
Blazers are coming off a winless month. They didn't win a game in February.
And
they haven't won a single game?
Them and Washington both had winless months, and this is the 3rd time in NBA history that multiple teams have had
not
winless
a single
months.
win in February.
Right.
And you had an extra day this year. Damn, bro. I know the Trailblazers are struggling.
The Wizards are now have the worst record in the league, even worse than the Pistons by a half game.
Didn't Washington play LA last night?
Yeah, they lost in OT.
I
Jordan
can't
Poole
believe
got off, though.
Sure did.
Man, the pool party's terrible.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
That's why they got rid of him. They got lucky. I can't believe they gave him that big contract. The best thing that ever happened to the Golden State Warriors really was Draymond Green punching him in the face.
Ultimately,
forcing them to get rid of him because my man is terrible.
That might be the truth.
It is funny how we all talk about Draymond Green as having all these major issues, and when he got suspended, and then in the NBA All-Star game, he was there front and center with Charles Barkley.
But didn't I tell you 2 months ago that therapy was not going to change who he was as a player?
You did. You did. I'm a believer in therapy, by the way.
So am I. I'm an advocate for it, but I'm like, that ain't going to work for that.
It helps my mentals anyway.
Because you're pretty much asking a dude who's been successful doing what he's doing to change. I saw a clip this week where he was talking with, who he was talking with? I think he was talking with Paul George. Or I can't remember who he was talking with, but he was just saying his ways. He early in his career, he wasn't trying to get texts because he didn't want the fines. And RJ was like, no, get fined. That's who you are. Look at it as an investment as to who you are, because this was Draymond on second-round money. This is before.
That's a good point.
So ultimately it's like he just bought into it and he became who he was. But like he said about what's partner that he slapped?
Oh, wait. Draymond?
Nurkic, wasn't
it? Yeah, Nurkic. And Nurkic was talking this. He was like, yeah,
he choked Rudy. He slapped Nurkic.
Yeah, he slapped Nurkic, right. He was like, yeah, but what Nurkic don't understand is that quiet dudes don't win. So he's basically like, this is me. I'm not going to stop being me. And he came back and he was doing him just without the extras.
Back, by the way, look how good the Warriors have been.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, let's be real.
Like he said on his podcast, when I came back, what I discovered is that we're a really good basketball team when I'm on the floor.
What's weird is he's like their defensive player, but they've been the most efficient offense since he's returned in the
He's
NBA.
always been a key cog in their offense. He's like their point guard. He's the point forward of that. This is why it makes it fun, because it's like you still got to watch Clay, and you still got to chase this other fool around who won't stop moving. And that's just how they got by the last decade, pretty much on that. But they also had other hitters at the time. Where you had Sean Livingston in, now you got Jonathan Kuminga now. It's different, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just, but they still got the same formula for the most part.
Well, we hear a lot about Draymond and what he says because of his podcast. But speaking of, and his podcast is very popular. Speaking of a podcast, though, you know, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett do theirs.
I love theirs.
And let me just tell you something. Did you see what Kevin Garnett said this week?
About?
Because usually it's Paul Pierce who says some very outlandish,
They
crazy.
both do sometimes.
They do, but man, KG, and again, this is a former player.
What'd he say?
He's a world champion.
Right.
After LeBron D'd up Kawhi Leonard and shut him down in the fourth quarter, and then went for 19 points. And again, the man's about to be 39 years old. He's been this season for 20 years. He's almost got, 40,000 points? He's about to be. Is he not about at 40,000 points or something?
I think he's like 9 points away.
Yeah, it's like, dude's going to 40,000. And then Kevin Garnett, after this performance, comes out and says, LeBron James is on that new Balco. He said there ain't no way at that age you stopping Kawhi Leonard and scoring 19.
He got to be on the new Balco.
That's
Lord.
what he said, man. He's on that new Balco. And if you don't know what the new Balco is what helped Marion Jones win all of her gold medals and Tiny Tim break the 100-meter world record.
And of course, we know
Barry Bonds,
right?
260 NFL
Shout out to
football
Stan
players.
Kroenke. I remember the dude's name.
Yup. Damn,
but
man.
It's a way of looking at it on the negative on that, but it's always that flip of this dude invests in his body millions of dollars per year. Of course, it's not going to be all straight up and down illegal. I wouldn't think so anyway. You're putting $1 million into your body. You obviously got the edges that
He
other
does
people
put
ain't
$1
even
million.
thinking
But what's
about.
he paying for $1 million? Was he in hyperbaric chambers and stuff?
These are edges that other people not even thinking about. That's
Again,
what type of edges
so
he
that's
got.
the new Balco?
It's got to be. You know what I
Victor
mean?
Conti.
Because we can't, it's almost like your Randall Malcolm. We can't prove it. It makes sense, but we can't prove it.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. And by the way, Kevin Garnett also made me said it in a funny way. He's like, "Yo, man, I know the dude's got good genes and he's damn good at basketball, but 20 seasons? No way he's on that new Balco."
Nobody's came that close to being that good.
Dude, nobody's ever got to 40,000, and he's like, what, 9 points away? Is that what you said? Is that correct, or is that just a guesstimation?
It's not.
Right. It's correct.
It's
yeah.
9 points.
9 points.
It looked like he good for another 5 years, right?
Does it?
It
Yeah,
don't look
looks
like he got
he's
no
good.
fall off no time soon.
Bro,
though.
he shut down in the fourth quarter Kawhi Leonard and dropped 19 and brought them from down 21 points to win the damn game. Oh, and then he played overtime last night against a crappy Wizards team.
Wait, with another 30
By the way,
piece.
him and AD together combined for what, 71
70
points
something,
last?
right.
Like Anthony Davis, though, who I can't stand. Did you see him have 40
y'all done fell
freaking
back.
points?
Y'all done fell back off AD. He's
I mean, you
healthy,
kinda got-
available, and he's
hey,
killing it. That's why.
I was going to say, listen, I'm the first to pounce on Plastic Man. But damn, he
he's
right
been killing
now
it.
is being killed.
I want to keep a running list, John, of like basketball players that you just do not like.
Anthony Davis.
Davis up there.
Pluck, yo, listen, I might like Anthony Davis if he would go get his damn eyebrows tweezed or waxed.
/ at 94 feet of life. Dakis, I do this in my group all day. It's like I start the season. Let me
That's
make
great.
a general post.
That's
Who
great.
y'all don't like?
I love it. I love it.
And I gauge it, how they act about these people throughout the season. You got the ones who I have fun with are the ones who like to be in denial. You swear you don't hate LeBron, but every 5 posts is a negative
That's right.
LeBron
That's
post.
right. So for John right now, I've got AD and Malco.
AD and Malco are up there.
I
They're
mean,
up there
those
really
are
high on
top
my
2,
list.
I think.
AD Malco. I could think of some more.
No, there's definitely more.
Yeah, I got more. I mean, and LeBron James, I probably don't say I'm not the most positive person in the world because for the first 15 years of his damn career, I was pissed for defending Michael Jordan. I don't even want to hear
you
about
people
him.
were funny.
Yeah, you know what? Don't be messing with my childhood, son.
Y'all were
Don't take
funny.
away MJ. Don't take away Platinum Plus. Don't take away Adventure River, and give me back my Zip and Pippin.
You don't like change. It's okay, John. It's all right.
Sadly, we do have to change up because I got another segment, got to pay a few bills. Jay Ham, tell them what's coming down the pipe.
YouTube.com/at 94 Feet of Life. Sunday, well, not this coming Sunday is the 9th birthday of 94 Feet of Life.
Wow, congratulations.
The 9th birthday. We've been rocking since 2015.
That's awesome.
Talking hoops, just a good brotherhood of hoops.
Damn, that's awesome.
And we're seeing a lot of stuff come out of it, such as Ball U Academy, Ham's Homemade Cookies, all of this stuff happened in the era of 94 Feet of Life. We're going to do the celebration show on Tuesday night, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 our time, youtube.com/at 94 Feet of Life.
Make sure you check it out and always tune in on Friday. We're back into Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
It's a new year, and Family Leisure has a new way to bring family and fun together. All you have to do is walk into Family Leisure and look around. All those floor model patio sets you see, those have got to go. So Family Leisure can make room for all the new sets coming. Get a wicker sofa set for under $2,000. Pool tables under $1,500. Theater seating for under $2,000. Hot tubs for $4,000 or just for yourself. If you really want to lounge, they're under $5,000. Need patio cushions? Get them as low as $25. Oh, have you seen those infrared steam saunas? Well, now they and the traditional saunas are 25% off. It may just be the first few weeks of 2024, but that doesn't mean you can't start getting ready for summer. 2 final things. Purchase your above-ground pool now and get first in line for installation, and take advantage of special financing that's available. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, bringing the family and the fun back together.
Don't miss Power Torque Tools DIY days now at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Power Torque hand tools come with a lifetime guarantee. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Excellent, phenomenal, and awesome are just a few of the words that people have said online to describe their experience at 117 Prime, Memphis's premier downtown dining destination. And they're all true. Everyone, and I mean everyone, who works at 117 Prime strives for one thing: excellence. No one at Prime settles for not putting in the maximum effort in making your dining experience something you won't just cherish, but one you'll tell your friends about. There are a lot of things maybe you should keep to yourself, but telling a friend about 117 Prime is the one thing you can feel really confident about.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen. And right now you could buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Just text FRONT to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus buy one window or door and get one 40% off. And right now save an extra $200 off your entire purchase. Text FRONT to 200-300 right now. Text FRONT to 200-300. Don't wait. Text the word FRONT to 200-300. Text FRONT to 200-300.
You've heard of James Gaddis Jewelers, but have you heard what they've done lately? Everything! A tremendous selection of diamonds and jewels, gold, silver, and much more. Lots of watches, tons of custom-made jewelry, fine gemstones, bracelets, necklaces, so many choices. Romantics will love the one-of-a-kind estate and vintage jewelry. James Gaddis has experts to help you with wedding and engagement rings, plus 2 repair experts for fine watches and jewelry. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers at 4900 Poplar.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Big thanks to Jay Ham. On the other side, we talked everything from the Tigers to Adventure River to the former famous Shake Junt, Platinum Plus, and Grizzlies, little NBA, all that stuff in between. Thank you for that segment, Mr. Historian. That was fun stuff. But now we're switching up, man. It's time to do a little hardwood where it just feels so good. It's a Friday around noon. We're just going to talk a little poppycock, some of the crazy things that are going around in the sports world and entertainment world. Then at 12:30, you know what we're doing, right?
We are talking, we're gambling, John. T-Money and Brasky.
My two favorite degenerates.
That's right.
The best two in the whole wide world. One day when I grow up, I want to be just like them. T-Money, Uncle Brasky. We're going to bring them bad boys in, and we're going to tear some things up at 12:30. But it is time to get to a little bit of hardwood because it just feels so good. But how do you get that? Well, you get that from Tito's. Man, my favorite part of waking up on a Saturday is, bro, you don't have to wait till you get off work. You can just go put a little bit of Tito's in that cup, start watching a little bit of hoops. Life is going to be good. When you're out celebrating with your family and your friends, get the best spirit around. Get Tito's handmade vodka. It's crafted and distilled in the United States, of course, down in Austin, Texas. 6 times distilled and distilled in classic copper pots. Man, it gives it a very unique flavor. Slightly sweet. Black pepper note balances everything out. Doesn't matter if you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat. Get your Tito's on today. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Holy guacamole. Tyreek Hill is back in the news. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
Seems like a daily thing.
I'm going to make a prediction. Tyreek Hill will be broke by the time he is 40. Do you think so? And he's making $30 million a year, by the way. I think he's going to be broke by the time he's 40 years old.
I hate that.
You saw Adrian Peterson, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you ever watch Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp?
I did not.
Man, like, if you want to laugh, bro, they drink cognac and get loose and foolish, like completely foolish. He's totally different. You know, he's very buttoned up on ESPN, and he was a lot different on FS1. But if you watch Club Shay Shay drinking cognac, talking crazy stuff,
same as like Stephen A. Have you seen Stephen A's other podcast?
No, I haven't.
It's just him, and he'll like one of his best segments is he will have people on Twitter like ask him questions, and he'll answer them, and the questions are like the dumbest questions over here. Like one question was like, who would win a fight, a lion, a bear, an alligator, or like 100 ants? And, you know, he, broke it all down, and it was hilarious. It's great. It has nothing to do with sports most of the time, and it's just a different side of Stephen A.
Man, I dig it. Kind of like a little bit of wood when you're talking with me.
Sure,
right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tyreek Hill, the reason I say he's going to be broke by the time he's 40. Well, Brittany Lackner, have you heard of her?
No.
That'd be just one of his baby mamas. She's the one who went absolutely crazy on social media after he offered her $2,500 a month for child support.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
Yeah, she went crazy on social media. Well, she has finally reached an agreement where my man is going to be paying her, a very healthy amount of money every single month. They didn't disclose how much it was, but she said she was very happy. So
as long as she's happy.
She's happy. The kid's happy. He says that the parties have arranged that they're gonna, the main custody is with Kimberly that's his other baby mama. No, Kimberly Kaylee is they're gonna. No, that's Brittany Lacker. I'm the one I'm talking about. He's got so many baby mamas.
I was about to say, how many does he have? Good Lord.
So Brittany and him, they've now settled that. He has 4 more paternity suits pending. He's got through one of them. He's still got, I'm just telling you, he's got a wife that he was going to divorce after 60 days of marriage. But then he realized he didn't have her sign a prenup, so he's not going to divorce her. He has 4 more paternity suits pending. My man is young. Do you know you're an athlete? The highest amount of money you're ever going to make in your entire life is right now, and it's got to last you the rest of your damn life. You can't be spending it willy-nilly. Do me a favor. how about you? If I was Trojan or Lifestyles or a condom, I would reach out to Tyreek Hill because he's got fame and fortune and be like, look, bruh, we're going to give you a lifetime supply of these junts. Use them. And you just promote our stuff and come and do a few commercials. And we're going to keep you from having 25 baby mamas before your career over. What do you think?
I mean, that might be, John, I'll be honest. I am all confused of all these different women. I don't know who's who. I don't know how many he has. Also, the side story about him wanting to divorce his wife but deciding not to because he didn't make her sign a prenup is wild. I mean, imagine her. I mean, what is she feeling right now?
Well, dude, she obviously was in this for the money. He had 3 babies.
That's also a good point. It sounds like
within the first 60 days by 3 different women of their marriage.
That's a good point. It just sounds, whew. Yeah, that's a story, John. Sure is.
Man, I'm just going to say it, man. Bro, you got to stop clowning.
Got to.
Stop clowning. Dude is sick on the field, isn't he?
Take something from T-Money.
Man, he's sick when he's on the field, though.
Sure is. No, he's a great player. It just seems like off the field, he,
So, have you seen any more of the Cam Newton situation?
No.
You haven't?
John, I'll be honest. I saw, like, the first videos. I have not kept up with the story at all.
Well, you know...
That's what I have you for.
He went out and, at first, he's now apologizing for his role. He's like, there's no excuse. It's really not because I could have been a melee. More violence could have stemmed from this whole altercation. And on top of that, something that's it's been permeating for years.
So they've been beefing.
And then but he goes on this whole thing about what's been permeating for years is black people and why it's got to be a black event. And you know why? What I'm saying, I could play the victim card right here, and I'm not going to do that. Like, he came out and tried to say he was sorry because yesterday he came out there and said he's lucky he didn't like whip their ass and like take it to the next level. But then today he comes out and said that he's saying he's sorry for his part. But then he says, why is everybody coming? I mean, I don't know, man. I think Cam Newton, who was a hell of a good football player. Won a national championship literally like as a one-trick pony. Like, dude didn't have, on the offense, didn't have nobody play in the NFL except for a few snaps, and that was one offensive lineman. Cam Newton's a bad mamma jamma. But damn, Cam, like, you're not very self-aware. Like, you really have never thought you've done anything wrong, I realized. Like, his apology is like, it could have been much worse. Like, I could have killed them.
Whew.
That's kind of a humble brag, right?
Honestly, kind of.
I mean, hey, it could have been worse. It could have killed him. And then it could have been worse because it could have been a melee. And then he goes from it could have been worse because I could have killed him. It could have been a melee to, and by the way, like, why are people calling it a block event? Or just like, then trying to, and coming out there and say, right now I could be playing the victim card. I could play the victim card. How can he play the victim card? You're the dude who's been talking ish for 2 years to these dudes. You're the one who jumped out of your car and, was rubbing stuff in your face. You're the one who lost and was a sore loser and was talking trash and telling another team that of 7-on-7 that they stole your plays. Like, bro, you played in the Super Bowl. You were an NFL MVP.
John, I'll be honest.
Quit concerning yourself with stupid stuff.
Those 7-on-7s get wild. I mean, they get crazy.
They do, really?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got guys that are, they take it very seriously.
Man, I guess. I'm just not a big, I don't know. I like Cam Newton. I always thought he was really funny. It's just this, I always thought he was great. Like, hilarious, funny, charismatic, weird, hell of a football player. But, like, this whole little 7-on-7 thing's kind of like, damn, dude. Like Cam loves him like Cam, and Cam only loves him some more Cam. Anyway, Caitlin Clark, did you know that she is not going to come back for her senior year?
Yeah, I saw that
her
yesterday.
fifth year.
Congratulations to her.
She is moving on to the WNBA. And I will say, you think I'm a heel or you think I talk? You like you've said, haven't you said I'm more of a Yeah, you said I was a heel more than like a praiser or whatever.
You're a hater for sure.
I'm a hater.
sometimes,
Yeah, whatever. Hater, heel, same damn thing.
Yeah.
I'm a hater sometimes.
Are you about to hate on Caitlin Clark?
Hell no.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm about to say that there's a lot of haters out there for Caitlin Clark, though. You know I watch the women's game, right? You know I'm into it.
You do,
I make
yeah.
money. I like these women. They all are saying that she's not going to be, not all of them, but the majority of them. And I feel like it's straight jealousy. Like you have these former WNBA players talking about Caitlin Clark, and they're like, oh, she's a great college basketball player. But let's see if her skills translate to the WNBA. Bro, she's the best shooter that's ever played the damn game. She scored more points than any woman on planet Earth in her career in Division I basketball. And oh, by the way, she will break the all-time Division I record in scoring. That was Pistol Pete's. It's about to be Caitlin Clark's. She's averaging, 32 points, 9 assists a game?
Mm-hmm.
Girl can flat out stroke and she can play. And I'll tell you, if she ain't the first pick in the draft, y'all, that's crazy. It's not only the fact that she's great on the court. Have you thought about how much attention Caitlin Clark is going to bring to whatever WNBA team? Whoever she goes to, I don't know who has the number 1 pick.
It's the Indianapolis
Just say the state.
Fever.
Okay, so I was
Indiana.
going to say just say the damn state, and I'll try to guess what they are. And I was going to tell you I couldn't do it because there's no way I knew that the Indiana was the Fever. I would have said
Fever.
Pacers.
They have the number 1 pick, I believe.
Well, the Indiana Fever. Do you know what? Everybody's going to get that fever for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, no, right after she announced that she was going to go to the NBA, they tweeted out, just a reminder, we have the number 1 pick in the WNBA draft, and then right after that, posted a link to get season tickets for next year.
Do what?
So they right after she announced it, they tweeted out. I'm trying to find it now.
About season ticket sales.
Yeah. So they 20 hours ago, right after she tweeted out that she was going to go to the WNBA, they tweeted out a link to buy season tickets for the 2024 season. Said hop on board. Then right after that, they tweeted, "We're just simply reminding you that there are only 46 days until the 2024 WNBA draft, and we have the number 1 pick."
Well, they better take Caitlin.
They're definitely taking Caitlin.
Good, yeah, because I think that would be insane if you did not tell Caitlin. By the way, did you know? Remember when I told you Shohei Ohtani was married?
Yeah.
Did you find it was weird? Did you know the Dodgers had no idea that he got married either?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, don't you think your organization might want to know that? I mean, I guess you don't have to tell them.
I guess not.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. If I have a young fella making millions of dollars, I want him married.
Sure.
I don't need him when we go on the road hitting up the clubs. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him making it rain in the damn. What was the shake that John Morant got in trouble with? Wile E. Coyotes or something.
One that I forgot what it was. I don't know.
Something in Colorado. But my man, I would think that would be a great thing. So congratulations to my man. He's married. Dodgers, though. We're like, yeah, we had no idea he was even dating anybody. That's what they were like. I don't even know if I'm the organization. I wouldn't have said, no, we didn't know he was married. And I sure as hell wouldn't have come out and said, yeah, we didn't even know he was dating anyone. But the girl is a mystery. He won't let anybody know her name. Nobody's seen pictures of her. That won't be long. TMZ will be on this pretty quickly, don't you think?
Oh, I'm sure.
And then I got to get back to Kanye. I kind of mentioned him a little bit earlier. Bro, do you know did you know he's married again?
Yes.
And her name is Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
And he has her wearing no clothes whenever they go out. Have you noticed that?
Right, and no shoes.
She literally did not have anything other than a iPhone case in front of her nether regions. Her boobs were 100 completely. You could see everything because it was a see-through dress. I mean, a see-through shirt. Like, it's kind of weird, right?
Very.
It's disgusting. Kind. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you know what I'm saying. Like, if that, I'm not taking my wife. I sure as hell ain't taking her out to have a million pictures taken of her,
Right.
And everybody and their grandmother looking at her whole situation,
Right.
Well, guess who's not very happy about the way that Ye is doing his thing? There's a dude, and it's her dad. His name is Leo. And Leo has put it out there and let it be known that he wants FaceTime with Kanye West right now. He said he's tired of him treating his daughter like some trashy, naked trophy pony that follows him around, barely clothed. He goes off on it. He goes off. He also says that she's now not talking to the family nearly as much because he is basically controlling her. I can believe that. Dude's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, why did we get rid of mental institutions?
I don't know.
Like, why? Like, he needs to be in a mental institution. Like, back in the day, man, when I was growing up, we also had loony bins, man. When you knew somebody was nuts in the neighborhood, go to the loony bin, brah. Get in your padded wall, don't come back. You don't belong in society. Kanye West does not need to leave. He needs to go into a mental institution and never come out. And I'm telling you, you watch it. Leo's going to end up whipping his ass. And the other reason I'm bringing this up, because I happen to be watching the TMZ.
I'm sorry, I was on the phone. Who's Leo?
Leo is Bianca's father.
Oh, okay.
Who said
I
he's
see.
going, he said he
Okay.
wants FaceTime with Kanye like right now.
Wow.
In his
I see.
exact words, he said he's tired of him walking around his wife half naked all the time, looking like some trashy, damn it, man, this phone.
That's
looking
fair,
like
though.
some trashy naked trophy pony.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Kanye.
It's fair. Very fair.
And then, by the way, Kanye ripped one of the TMZ reporters' phone away from her.
Ah, classic.
And started screaming at her and started yelling at him, "You're going to answer my questions. You're going to answer my questions." And then asked the girl, "How much do they pay you at TMZ?" And then turned around and jokingly said, "You pay her double. She works for me now." Man, whatever. Shut up. And he also called himself a superhero.
Old Kanye.
Good
sure.
God.
Current Kanye. No.
Superhero?
Backpack Kanye? Oh, yeah.
What's backpack
superhero.
Kanye?
Like when he first started, he like wore a backpack and like everyone called him Backpack Kanye. Because it was like, you've seen like Kanye has like changed so much since when he first started rapping.
So he was once
like,
a bigger tool or
drop,
not
no,
as bad
no,
of a
no,
tool?
no, he's great. I mean, Dropout and Graduation, like
What are
that
these?
Kanye, those were albums he made.
Oh.
That Kanye, superhero. This Kanye, crazy.
Straight up Looney Tunes. Only thing I gotta say though is like the dude was actually smart. Spent $7 million on a Super Bowl ad. Did you see it?
I did, and it was like 13 seconds. And
recorded it from his phone.
He did. That was hilarious.
He's like, I spent $7 million on the ad. I spent $0 on making the commercial.
Hilarious.
Just go to whatever.com. And when the Super Bowl was over, the man had made like $40 million. Like,
oh, yeah.
Spent 7, made 40. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
But he's nuts.
He is nuts.
And again, don't be walking your wife around like she's some trashy. What did he say? I've read it like 5 times.
You have trashy trophy wife, right?
Trashy trophy pony.
Pony, gotcha.
Don't be a trashy trophy pony. Don't be no man's trashy trophy pony.
That's right.
Period.
Words to live by.
Yep. Also, Malcolm Dandridge. You know what I need to tell him to do?
Don't walk around like a trashy trophy pony.
That's actually really good. I'll leave it at that. We got T-Money and Brasky on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
You know, sometimes I wish I had a gun.
Well, I'm armed, but before I bought one, I still went to Top Gun Academy to learn to protect myself without a gun.
How is that possible?
Top Gun's personal protection training. It's perfect if you want to protect yourself without firearms.
I don't know.
And it's perfect if you feel the need to carry a gun for self-defense, because the last thing you really want to do is shoot.
That is scary.
Not at Top Gun. It's very comfortable, and you learn to load, handle, and shoot a handgun safely. Protect yourself. Go to Top Gun Academy. They're at 2770 Winton Road.
Uncorn flavored Corky's barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home. With Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
Uncorn flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home. With Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
Spring is around the corner. That means the sounds of air conditioners cranking up will be in the air soon. Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. This month only, receive $1,000 off the purchase of a new Carrier AC unit. No gimmicks, just $1,000 off for the Choate's Early Bird Carrier AC Special. If your AC is in good shape, call us to get your $60 20-point AC tune-up to get your AC cleaned and ready for the warm seasons ahead. Choate's is here for all your cooling, heating, plumbing, air duct cleaning, and commercial needs. Call us today at 347-8086 to take advantage of these early bird specials. Or to schedule online, visit ChoatesHVAC.com. So turn to the experts with Choates. And remember, let our family serve your family.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is, when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Listen each and every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and join Ottawild Presbyterian Church for worship. Ottawild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Hanging out with Brian Dacus on a Friday. Thank God it's Friday, by the way. Thank you, Lord.
You can say that again.
Hallelujah. We got some good basketball, but I love this part of Friday because I get to talk to my good buddy T Money and Uncle Brasky, two of my favorite people on planet Earth. What up, Money?
Johnny Radio, how we doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing really good. Well, I mean, I'm doing okay. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's finally Friday. That's a George Jones song.
What?
Finally Friday.
It's
George
fine.
Jones
Oh. I didn't hear it's finally Friday. Like it came out
Yeah,
so.
he's got a song called Finally Friday. And every time you say Friday, I think of George Jones and Finally Friday.
I love that.
But, Johnny, I need to get something real quick. I got to get something off my mind real quick. There's a lot of controversy right now going around basketball with this court storming and all it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, can I say something real quick? Shut up.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say, all these people, like Jay Billis, it needs to be hit in the face. He said that, let them storm the court and then just arrest all their asses when it's over. Dude, y'all don't arrest nobody. You're not going to arrest college kids. Shut up.
Correct. I'm tired of these triggers and these safe spaces and things like this. I mean, this all started out with Caitlin, what's her name?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, and, she got up. They spun her around, but she got up. And
she was trying to trip one of the students. Let's be real.
She was, and she got up, and you never really heard nothing about that. And then you get the Filipowski boy. Okay, you're a 7-foot. I mean, I'm from Parkway Village, man, and I've never seen a 7-foot. We always had a big sorry. There's a big sorry on everybody's team. He's big, but he's sorry, okay? So Filipowski's big sorry to me. I mean, this man is 7 foot, and the dude that spun him around like a top
was a theater major.
A theater major flips him around, spins him like a top. I mean, he was limping off the court like Caitlyn Jenner after reassignment. I mean, what do you think this is going to do for his NBA stock? I mean, if you're a GM, do you take him? I mean, do you think this Filipowski boy can go up against Chet and Wemby? I mean, he's going to be like getting jumped by two praying mantises.
Dude, that is the funniest thing I've ever said. You're talking about my man Bruce, who turned to Caitlyn, who had his junk changed, right?
Man, he looked like dude limping off. Man, I can't have soft. I'm so tired of this soft and people with thin skin, and people don't like Boys to Men songs, and, it's hard to say goodbye to yesterday. People are getting, offended over that thin skin. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it too.
Get that off my chest.
Well, I hope you feel better. Do you feel better?
I feel a lot better. I do now. I'm better.
Good. And by the way, I agree with you 100%. Like Kyle Filipowski, ain't nobody been hurt in a court storming. Stop it. Stop it.
We've been storming courts for forever, and nobody's gotten hurt up until now. I mean,
and nobody did get hurt. Kyle Filipowski is a sore wussy loser. He lost to Wake Forest. He tried to trip a theater major, and then he acted like he got spun around and and then his coach came out and whined like a little baby. Oh man, the theater major knocked off my 7-foot center who's 260 pounds and has been banging for 40 minutes. Shut up.
Correct. Exactly. Shut up. I'm tired of it.
I'm with you. Uncle Brasky, how are you doing this afternoon?
Man, I'm just living life, loving it, Johnny.
Yeah, your Ole Miss Rebels.
Got my second treatment this week.
You got your what?
Second treatment.
Oh, that's right. Everything going okay?
Oh, the testosterone? Heck yeah, man. This is the new cocaine, man.
So,
this stuff is great.
So, like the TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, is working?
Oh, heck yeah. I tell you, I got the libido of an 18-year-old boy now.
Bro, I tried to go. We were doing, I think it was the Memphis Men's Clinic we were doing some spots for, and I tried to go see if I needed it or whatever, and they told me, hell no, they can't give me no testosterone. I was like, damn.
Well, they've given me some, and I feel great. It wouldn't hurt for Big Slender to get on it. Maybe it'd replace some of that hair on his head that's loose. Get rid of that naked spot back there. May help. They said I may grow hair, but I got plenty of hair.
Yeah, you have a full head of hair. That's one thing you
don't. Oh, you got beautiful hair. He's the only man that I know that owns a hair dryer.
Actually, it's a great point. Yeah. Well, our buddy Matt, he has a hair dryer. He's got big old hair, but he also made me laugh because he's the only dude in the whole world that I never seen a man have spray-in shampoo and spray-in conditioner. Like, you don't shower, you just spray in your hair. I've seen women do that. Like, cause
Well,
they had the
That's called dry shampoo, Johnny.
yeah, dry shampoo and dry conditioner. What the hell is that? Just spraying stuff in your damn hair, not even getting it wet.
Come on,
That's
Matt.
what
We
you
need to
do
do better
when you
than
got
that.
When you got good hair, that's what you do.
I guess. I don't know. Oh,
Sometimes
man.
you use a little dry shampoo, man. Hey, by the way, what did Kanye do now? I heard you going on about Kanye. I know apparently some bad dentist gave him a titanium grill or something, but what else did he do?
Well, no, it's just he keeps taking he just married this woman, or her name's Bianca, and every time he takes his wife out on the town, she looks like a trashy trophy pony following his little ass around, and you can see her bare butt, you can see her nether regions, you can see her breasts. She ain't got no clothes on, ever.
Okay. Well, I didn't know what he was doing. Y'all were ranting and raving. I didn't know.
And he's just a lunatic. I mean, he grabbed some woman's phone who took a picture of him and like started asking her questions. You know, he wears have you seen the thing he wears on his head when he goes out?
I have seen that, and I saw the lovely grill.
It's a mask with no eyeballs cut out. And I don't even know how he sees.
Yeah. Ski mask.
Yeah, but it don't have no holes. So weird.
Oh, he can't.
That would pose a problem in Memphis for our guys going to commit a robbery. They wouldn't know what to grab.
That's the damn truth, man. You got to have holes, bro. You got to be able to see something. Damn.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
All right, man. I got some questions for you guys. So March Madness is around the corner. Right
I
now,
love
you love it. T-Money, you got to be feeling a little better than Uncle Brasky because Uncle Brasky's Ole Miss Rebels, they have not been looking all that great of late. Tigers, though, put a couple good games together. Is there any belief with you, T-Money, that they can whip up on UAB and Andy Kennedy, beat FAU, and can start rolling into this tournament and get all the way to the championship game and maybe make the NCAA
is it
tournament?
possible? Is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible. Are they talented enough? Absolutely, they're talented enough. They put a couple good games together, but let's not be fooled. This may be fool's gold. They start, they may get run out one more time, and then we're back talking bad about them. But I've already told you I can't afford Penny anymore, so I'm a Houston Cougar fan for the rest of the tournament.
Is it because you like Cougars, or is it because you're a Kelvin Sampson guy?
All the above.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how can you not like Kelvin Sampson, who doesn't like a Cougar?
Audience, yeah, correct. I've told the listening audience I am on Houston. I love the way they play defense. I love the way they're coached. They're what Memphis should look like. We should look like. Why are we not Houston? That's the question we need to be answering. We don't need to be talking about Ryan Silverfield's football schedule. We need to be talking about why don't we look like Houston? And look yourself in the mirror, every single Tiger fan out there. Why aren't we Houston?
Well, Kelvin Sampson's on their sideline is the first answer in my thoughts.
Well, I'm just telling you, why can't we get Calvin?
That's true.
Let's go get us Bruce Pearl. I wanted Bruce Pearl so long ago. Let's go get us somebody. We need to win. Penny, I love you. Let's go to the Hall of Fame, be a great booster. I'm ready to win as a Tiger.
Man,
that's why I'd rather be like John Calipari. I'd rather get caught cheating than make a Final Four every year than never make a Final Four. Does that make sense to you?
Hell yeah, man! If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'd rather cheat and get disqualified and still make every Final Four, and then they can come take it from us. But they can't take away that experience. When we were throwing lobs on Michigan State up 30, we had our man Carney. Carney had the Buffalo Wild Wings in the palm of his hand. He said, Calipari, Calipari, Calipari. That was our man Carney. He had the whole restaurant rolling. We had to buy some folks' tab over there. He had to buy this couple's tab because he was clowning. R.I.P. our man Carney. But I'm telling you, we need to get back to that, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm ready to get back to those good old days. Uncle Brasky, you got any good old days? Like, did Ole Miss ever have any good old days in basketball? I mean, you had Marshall Henderson.
1932.
We had Marshall Henderson. We had Johnny Newman.
Oh, my God. Do you know Johnny Newman is the craziest person I've ever talked to in my life?
Let me tell you something.
I love Johnny
Newman. Johnny Newman scored more points than Pete Maravich.
I know.
In a single season.
He's told me a few times.
Well, he died a couple years ago with cancer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Johnny Newman. We had the late, great Johnny Newman. Other than that, we had Ansu Cisse, Gerald Glass. We had Sean Toohey. I don't think he ever played pro. You know, he owned some Taco Bells and made a movie, but
He's got a lot of Taco Bells, man.
yeah. So I mean, you know, I guess you can call that success. I don't know how he could run down a court anymore, but I don't know. But other than that, you know, as far as basketball, but you got to remember, you know, we're a football school. We're used to winning national championships in football.
Well, this year you actually got a chance, man. Jackson Dart getting that new deal with the Nicholas Ayer. That's pretty pimping.
Ayer, yeah. That's it. And, you know, they've already got odds out. He's the third favorite to win the Heisman.
Man, it's going to be a good year. Now we got to get back to some bets because these people out there are like chomping at the bit. I just got somebody text me and said, man, are we going to make some money or what? Money.
Oh, we're going to make some money, Johnny. This is our time of year. I'm telling you, it's March 1. The Ides of March, here we come. And remember, Johnny, I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And with that being said, I'm gonna go with the Baylor Bears on the money line over Kansas tomorrow. I think Baylor can still, they can get up and down the court. They got the Jacoby kid, the freshman. I think he can be talking about him freshman of the year. Ray J. Dennis, I love their guards, Baylor's guards. They get up and down. They got the big guy down
I
low.
like that zone defense that they play because Kansas, they can't shoot the three. They're not a great shooting team. They're going to be going down in that post to Hunter Dickinson. I think that's going to be a good matchup. Plus, it's in Waco.
It's in Waco, and they're going to be the crowd's going nuts. I think they can sense they got a good team. This may be a Baylor team that can make a run. They may be like a 3 or a 4 seed, and they can make a little run, Sweet 16, Elite 8 type team. They are that good. So I like Baylor on the pick 'em against Kansas.
I like that bet. I like that. What do you think? I mean, we don't know the lines. I'm thinking Baylor's probably going to be about a 3.5 point, 4 point favorite.
That's what I'm thinking. Somewhere in there, they're going to be there. So I'm just going to get them on the money line.
Minus
I like
probably 180.
Something in that range. Sometimes you got to pay to play, Johnny.
That's the truth. That is the dead gum truth, is it not? And that also on that Baylor team, golly, that little dude that can just flat out light it up from three. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Damn, that drives me crazy.
The freshman?
I don't know what year he is. I
just know Jacoby and Ray J, and then the Bridges dude. I believe the forward is.
Yeah, Jacoby is a freshman. He is sick.
Correct.
He is Jacoby Walters, who you're talking about. He
Walter,
is absolutely filthy nasty. But I think it's like Noons or Nunn. Man, do you know the Baylor dude that can shoot the three like a madman? Nunn? I think it's.
You don't
Nunn.
have that little Google in front of you?
Bro, I have actually I do have a computer, but we have the worst internet in the history of the world, do we not, Dacus?
We do. John, you're talking about Jaden Nunn.
Thank you. That man starts hitting some threes, man, they're going to run Kansas out the gym.
I think they run Kansas out the gym. I'm with you. I think Kansas gets run tomorrow. And I'm going to change. It's March, Johnny, and, we like baseball. The three of us are big baseball-type people, so I wanted to get a futures bet out there. I was looking over the major leagues, and I just can't not take my eyes off the Atlanta Braves for whatever reason. I mean, they got Sale and Fried and Strider pitching, and with Acuna and Albies and the local kid Riley here. Man, they're loaded again. I like them over 100.5 wins. They won 104 last year. I think they get somewhere in there again. I think they're loaded, and they're in probably a little weak division there with the rest of that group, with the Marlins and Philly. Who else is in there?
Man, the Phillies are going to be very, very damn good. That's like one thing that scares me. But you got the New York Mets, the Washington Nationals, the Marlins. I think I got everybody. And the Braves. Yeah, that's the five.
Slaw, and some more slaw. I like the Braves over 100.5. A little baseball bet for you.
I love it. I love it. I like that. That's a great futures bet, and I agree with you. Everybody's talking Dodgers. Watch out for the Braves. Uncle Brasky, what kind of money you making us?
Man, let me tell you what I got for you, Johnny. First of all, I've got that Baylor line's going to be minus 3.5 tomorrow.
All right.
To Kansas. I guarantee you it's going to be minus 3.5. They're going to put a hook on it.
I know.
But I like getting started tonight. We've got a nickel play for tonight. I love App State at home, minus 6.5 to a sad. Arkansas State team.
All right. You know what? That does actually sound like a pretty damn good bet.
That's a dang good bet right there. App State plays great at home. Arkansas State plays terrible wherever they're at.
That's true.
In basketball. So we've got that, and then I'm going to give you just a regular basketball play. I like this one. Marquette has been hot. They're going to Creighton, catching 3.5.
Yeah, Marquette is one of my favorite teams. Like, T-Money talks about Houston, the way they play defense. Their pace on offense, though, is so slow. When I watch Marquette, it is defense all up in your face, and then we're going 90-0. I think they're the best passing team in the country. Tyler Kolek, I think, is the best guard. Dude's a bad man, Majama, and I'm with you right there. I think they do get Creighton. I think they're playing as good as anybody in that whole conference, not named UConn.
You're exactly right. I think they're the second best team in that conference, and I think they probably beat Creighton outright, but I like catching 3.5. And the dime bag play of the week, this is just out. You've got to get on this. This is tonight. Starts at 6 o'clock. I like Ole Miss and Iowa baseball game over 10.5 runs.
Damn. Friday night pitchers.
Now listen to this, though, Johnny. Last Saturday, Ole Miss scored 12 runs on their own.
And then they scored 12 in or over 10 in the last 3 games.
Correct. They scored 25 Sunday, and then they scored 12 on both games this week.
Woo!
They're finally swinging the bat. I think that number seems awful low. I know it's Friday night pitchers. Ole Miss may cover that themselves.
I love it. We're taking the Rebels in some baseball. We got a futures bet in baseball. Braves over 101 wins. We got Baylor. We got tonight App State, and I feel like I already forgot one. Did I get them all?
Marquette.
Oh, and Marquette. Yeah, large on Marquette. T-Money, Uncle Brasky, man, I appreciate your time. I hope both of y'all are blessed, bro.
I'll see you out in the outfield with a whiskey in my hand.
That is T-Money and Uncle Brasky back in Two Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
If you love sports and Mexican food, you can get the best of both at Los Cabos Mexican Bar and Grill on Summer near Graham. Watch all the big games on all the big TVs on all the walls at Los Cabos. And enjoy premium tequila shots anytime for just $5.50. Celebrate every day with lunch specials from 10 to 3 and happy hour from 3 to 8. Lunch is just $6.75 to $10.99 and margaritas start at $3.99. Experience real Mexican cuisine along with great sports at Los Cabos on Summer near Graham.
Let's talk real risks and real safety for a sec. Right now, banks are juggling debts under the radar. Commercial properties, cars, credit cards they're owed on. It's a bit much, right? Makes you think about the big 08 crash, but there's a smoother way to handle your finances. I've turned to gold and silver. Traditional? Sure. Reliable? Absolutely. Not just shiny objects. Some stability in these uncertain times. Interested in exploring this path? Noble Gold Investments can guide you. They know their stuff about precious metals for IRAs and 401ks. And here's a little nudge. A 1/4-ounce gold standard coin free with a qualifying account only this month. Invest with the folks at Noble Gold Investments. Claim your free gold coin and secure your family's financial future. Just use the promo code GOLD. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com now. noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
There's an institution in East Memphis that I love talking about. It's the Spirit Shop at 4848 Poplar Avenue, right down the street from Clark Tower, and it looks like a log cabin. It's been around Memphis since 1969 with a family-owned, friendly, knowledgeable sales staff that is just a wonderful place to go. I love going in and talking wine or bourbons, and they've got such great selection. So if you've not visited the Spirit Shop in a while, it's been remodeled. You'll love what you see when you need spirits. Tell Eddie Wollo said hello.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Big thanks to T-Money and Uncle Brasky who joined us and gave some bets. And, you know, he gave a baseball future. Take the Braves over 101. There's one baseball future that I feel like is almost a lock. Dodgers are going to be the most talked about team in baseball all year long, are they not?
They are.
They sure as hell are. And you know who is going to be the Rookie of the Year? Like, I feel like 100%, especially after watching this pitch. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He is plus 200 right now. Obviously, he's the odds-on favorite to win the Rookie of the Year, but this ain't a typical rookie, and he's playing for the Dodgers. Will get the most exposure. And if you saw him in spring training, he is filthy freaking nasty. I love that plus 200. The only thing is baseball is a long season. So if you got a little extra coin to hang around and let it just sit there all summer, go and make sure that you're going to grow and mature and be a good investment. Yamamoto, that is your pick for Rookie of the Year. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, man. Get out there, make this world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
For over 8 decades, America's farmers have counted on the Little Red Tractor